there's a strong connection between food security or food systems and climate change. It works in two directions. We're seeing sea level rise and causing salinity of our agricultural areas. So we're getting a lot of impacts, including increases in pests and diseases. These are all affecting our agricultural production and even our distribution of food. The other side of it is that agriculture and our larger food system is contributing to climate change. In fact, the food system as a whole contributes about 1/3 of the greenhouse gas emissions that are causing these rising temperatures. Ruminant or beef production and milk production and so on, and rice production is another source of greenhouse gases. But there's also land clearing, removal of forests, there's also transport, there's also food waste. So when we put all of that together, the food system is a big contributor to climate change. So if we're looking for solutions to climate change and solutions to kind of bring down our greenhouse gas emissions, we have to look at changes to the food system itself.
As we know, our food systems are struggling with climate and nutrition challenges, and the struggles hurt smallholder farmers the most. MDBs like ADB can continue to strengthen their investment in agricultural innovation. With these investments, IDB can help ensure a well-nourished, food-secure Asia and the Pacifics. For example, development of new flat-tolerant rice varieties has dramatically increased yield in flat-thrown areas. This has improved food security for millions. CGIAR just signed a 5-year cooperation agreement with ADB to accelerate and scale innovation in the ag sector. ADB's partnership with entities like CGIAR and agribusinesses can really accelerate our evidence, innovation, and impact. We need to scale innovation, and to scale those innovations, we need sustained investment.
So there are three things I think the Asian Development Bank and all regional development banks can do to increase their impact on food security and good nutrition. First, disperse funds more quickly. All the reviews suggest that the disbursement is way too slow, and in a food security and malnutrition crisis situation, speed is everything. Second, leverage the private sector. The private sector is really, really important for getting nutritious and safe food at a low price to people who really are at risk of not getting that food. So whatever we can do to incentivize, de-risk, first loss investments for the private sector is really important. And the third thing to do is to focus development bank resources on the most vulnerable, partly because they are the most vulnerable, but partly also preventing them from being food insecure and malnourished is an investment in the resilience of the whole system, and a fantastic benefit-cost ratio of 16:1 of doing so. So these are the three things the development banks can do: disperse more quickly, leverage the private sector, and focus on the most vulnerable.
I think the MDBs can help with improving food systems, making sure that both supply and demand side interventions are working for the communities. They can also strengthen domestic transport infrastructures so that remote communities are able to bring in their food supplies to urban centers and be able to sell them. They can also help with research into resilient food crops. Women are, they're also highly impacted by all the changes that are coming with climate change, but they're also very resilient. Their voices need to be heard in all these decision making when it comes to climate change and all the impacts of climate change.